Alright guys, I'm going to be reviewing the market a little early today. I can't do it later. I have stuff going on later, so I'm reviewing the market now. So, yeah. And then I might do some coding because I'm trying to I'm trying to get better at coding too. So, I want to be able to code my own stuff. But anyway, let's start reviewing the market, see what we had going on. So, it's been a while since I've done top-down analysis, and I feel like in the morning every single day I need to do that. Also, guys, I've been listening to music a lot lately, or I'm going to be listening to music, so yeah, this should be maybe a little bit of a quiet stream, but yeah. Hey, what up, Kirk? Yeah, I'm just reviewing the market early today because I can't do it later. Feel free to watch for as little or as long as you want. Yeah, but this should be pretty chill. And yeah, I just don't have time to do it later. So, man, I don't know, guys. Sometimes the thing about it is, is I wish that I didn't mess up. I wish I could just, be perfect, be a robot, and be on the charts at the same time every day, but I don't know, guys. It's hard. I'm not perfect. Alright, where do we start with? What do we start with for today, right? I guess let's start with New York session. The 6 a.m. closed, having inversed this 4-hour gap. So honestly, guys, we could have used this as bias. Then again, I wasn't super sure how much so this was going to affect price. Clearly it did, right? So we swept up previous day's high. Yeah, no SMT or anything. It just kind of completely rejected price. So what's interesting is we could actually use this 4-hour inversion for value gap as a PD array. Well, because it's literally a BPR, right? Well, I guess. Yeah. Anyway. So 4-hour inversion. This is interesting. I mean, clearly this worked. Whoa. Yeah, I would consider this an inversion. I wouldn't consider this BPR because this is, we don't have the other side of the fair value gap yet, but we do have it as an inversion for value gap. Dang, this is super interesting. So this is the first time I'm using a 4-hour inversion for value gap as a PD array. And then, or actually we could use no, yeah. And then I kind of like the 5-minute. 5-minute changes state. So honestly, we could just call this a 1-hour inversion for value gap. Let's see if it makes more sense as a 1-hour. It's the 10 a.m. manipulation rebalance to go lower. Yeah, it really is. We also have this 1-hour gap. You could definitely make a case to say this was the PD array. And this 1-hour gap was probably in premium. Yeah. Right? So don't discount a fair value gap if it's already, even if it's been used, it could still be used again. So I like this. Yeah, this has got to be it. 1 hour reclaimed for value gap. It's crazy because there's a lot of different ways to frame the same idea. 1 hour. Ooh, wait a second. Supercharged for value gap because yeah, it's a supercharged for value gap. Why? We use it 1, 2, 3, right? At least, no, not the first time doesn't count. Anyway, we get a 5-minute change in state off of this, and I wish this was easier to see in live time, but you know, at this point, clearly we go lower. When we get this close, yeah, maybe you can consider that the change in state. Man, this is tricky. Is there an obvious change in state here? I don't know. Okay, how do we want to frame this? Because it makes sense what happened, right? Clearly we had a 4-hour inversion for value gap, and then price ended up going lower off of this. Clearly. But I don't know how to frame a trade off of this is the thing, right? I mean, when you look at it like this, it makes so much sense. Like, oh yeah, we back tested this 4-hour inversion for value gap. And then, you know, at the top, we held a 1-hour gap. You see how everything is connected? Does that mean that, you know, I'm gonna catch it? That's the issue, right? I'm not necessarily gonna catch it. But this is really, really cool. You can see how all these different things act on price in their own way, right? I mean, it is really actually incredible. And then, you know, we have a rejection block here. And I was actually thinking this could be Phoenix model, right? And it ended up being that. We ended up having SMT with this high into the rejection block. Now, I don't think it was a sequential SMT, but nonetheless, it was an SMT. Now, it's kind of messy, but I mean, it's still really, really precise. Maybe let's mark it out like this. Like, I really do think these markets, everything is connected, and that's why it's all about your attentiveness, and I swear I'm never attentive enough. So, this is kind of cool, right? Screenshot this. So maybe what we can do is, let's see, 4-hour IFG and 1-hour FVG. Maybe what we can do is, with all these confluences, we could maybe go, okay, we have a 5-minute rejection block here. Why is this 5-minute rejection block so good, guys? Why is this 5-minute rejection block so good? Because it took out all these highs, right? Ton of highs got taken here. Okay. What is this sweep? The other thing is an intermediate term low of drawn liquidity was engineered. Oh. Yeah, wait. What was the time of the intermediate term low? Let's just get rid of the 4-hour inversion for Viagat for a second. Right, if we just pay attention to SMT with the rejection block, oh my gosh, Phoenix model is so powerful, right? So we can, once again, we can wait for additional confluence via change state delivery off the rejection block. That's most likely what I would do in this scenario. Is we're having SMT. I would wait for change in state off of this. So, and then we were also above our true open. Yeah, this is where things get interesting. Exactly the lowest point between the rejection block and your potential short entry. Oh, wait. This? So low, low. So this low makes sense, actually. Oh, man, I just wish we could. I wish I could see this in the moment, but I'm not. I just feel like I'm not. That's awesome, Kirk. I just feel like I'm not. Maybe not aware enough. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just don't see it in the moment. Actually, you know what? This was at 12 o'clock anyway. So, I guess that's why. Wow, 1250 to 1310. That's a 50 to 10 macro. So, okay. Yeah, this is where things get interesting. We had... Here, I want to pull up 730. True session open, right? Guys, I love true opens. I don't know. It's just like, it just makes sense to me. It's a, reference point for premium and discount. Glory to the patient young Jedi. Yeah, man. Just got to keep being patient and understand that just because we can't see it right now doesn't mean that we're not going to catch them. But guys, I'm loving true opens. It's just, reference point to determine premium and discount. Then again, no, we can use 730 here. So 5 minute. Did you see the stat map guy joined the server? That was cool. The guy that created stat map is in the gain server now. That's really cool. You know what this could be? 10 a.m. power of 3. Whew! That's what it was, bro. That's exactly what it was. This makes me want to keep stat map. Jack. Bro, my name is... my new name is Jack now, guys. What up? It's Jack. Jack trades it. Nah. Okay, but this actually makes me want to keep stat map so badly. I mean, Guys, I have to be on the charts every single day these next couple weeks. I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. Like, I feel like, and honestly, guys, I'm gonna allow myself to take a second trade, but the second in New York session, but the second trade is only gonna be on personal, not on the rest of my accounts. Only the first trade. Does that make sense? So, look at that statistical 4-hour manipulation level. This was an amazing 10-hour power of 3. That's honestly pretty cool. Oh, what? You know what else? This was the first presented for value gap. Holy. I didn't think this was going to be useful because I thought it was going to be too wide. I was wrong, bro. I was so wrong. Oh my gosh. I guess this, so this, I'm learning if it's too small, it's not the first presented for value gap. So this one is the first presented. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that, guys? That's just insane. Right? So, I mean, you could use this one. I've seen this, the tiny one work. So once again, what's the first presented for value gap? Well, it's the first gap that forms after 9:30. This one is a gap, but it's really small. Sometimes I see that one work, but usually you want to wait for the bigger one. So here's the big. I didn't think this one was going to work because it was too big. But look at this. What? Look at how we fill it and then reject it. Wow. Anytime you guys notice something like this, guys, please tell me because, I mean, you guys, I want you guys to help me with reviewing the market because, I mean, anything we can learn is going to be valuable, you know? It's just crazy because trading, it's like the collective of every single person trading all at once. And so it ends up creating this perfect machine where everything kind of fits together and it makes sense exactly why everything occurred the way that it did. But look at this, right? Boom, boom, boom. We obviously have first strike in here somewhere, probably. So anyway, this is crazy though. Look at that. 15-second change in state off of this. To the 8th, 16th, 32nd. Guys, first strike today was, once again, beautiful. Just beautiful. Let's get rid of the rejection block for a second. Actually, let's keep it. So 7:30 true session open. And then we get 12. Yeah, look at this. And then in between 12:50 and 13:10, we have this expansion that lower. It's kind of cool. So look at the 4-hour stat map. And then down to our 4-hour statistical distribution level as well. That's awesome. And check out when we hit this. Right as the 4-hour candle's closing, we hit it. So in this specific situation, it's such a wide first minute for value gap. Maybe you want to use a lower time frame or a higher time frame change in state. I wonder if this one was useful at all, right? Could it have been? Honestly, yes. Both of the first presented for value gaps were useful. You see how this one also... So, even though this one was kind of too small, it's still kind of... You can see how the bodies are actually still respecting it. So... Interesting, right? I don't know which one is more valid than the other, but I think they're both valid. Honestly. I don't know which one's more valid. You guys are going to have to let me know what you guys think. Anyway, accumulation from here to here. All this is just consolidation. Manipulation. And then between 1250 and 1310 is where we expand. Actually, let's end it where we hit our draw on liquidity. It's definitely cool, right? You can just see how everything fits together. So 4-hour power of 3. $11, $12, $1, $2. So this is a very interesting 4-hour power of 3 day for the 10 a.m. candle. Let's take a look at how you could have taken this as a Phoenix model. Oh, wait. See if this was a dealing range. Man, I wish it was more obvious in live time. Nuts. Look at that rejection block. Sweeping liquidity at the high of the dealing range. Oh my gosh. Wait, let's actually turn it up a dealing range. If we could just lock in. Then I'd stop having issues. But apparently, I can't. Like, apparently I have issues. Look, the rejection block forms at the high of the dealing range. Oh my. That's crazy. So this is a 6-1 Phoenix. Absolutely crazy. Imagine you take this from the 4-hour statistical manipulation to the 4-hour statistical distribution. 10-1, bro. And, you know, it's like, you can't get upset about losses, because if you hit one of these, if you hit one of these, it makes up for, like, all of your losses. All of them, you know? That's why I don't care about losing. It's like, whatever, bro. One of these will make up for all the losses. I just need to lock in. So, very clear 4-hour power of 3, right? And honestly, guys, it's a pretty good way to trade. That's what Trader Kane says he does, is he uses 4-hour power of 3. Oh, you know what? This actually is 90-minute SMT. Because when you measure it out from this high to this high, this is 90-minute SMT. Now it's making sense. You need to code this model as an indicator for yourself. Yeah, it's like, man, I need to figure it out. I don't know. But yeah. How do we, should we try starting to code it? Should we try coding it? Okay, how do you even code Phoenix model? You just need to find a high probability rejection block, right? You can tell which ones are high probability and which ones aren't. They're gonna look actually decent, you know? Like this one, I was even thinking that it was a decent rejection block when we were all the way down here, actually. I didn't say it though, but I did think it. But yeah, 4-hour power of 3 Phoenix model at 1205. Wait, let's actually make it like this here. So 1205 Phoenix model on the 5 minute. Yeah. Alright, I just posted that in the trade opportunities section. You know, that's not the highest probability trade, but still, it's cool, right? So, one thing we can do is we can drop down to 30-second time frame. Take this rejection block. And then 30-second change in state here. Man, it just bugs me. Like, you would think like we could just catch one of these trades and then we'd be set, but no, it's like not that easy. Right, so 5-minute rejection block, 30-second change in state off of this. Right, very obvious accumulation. Manipulation. One of these days, bro, when I'm locked in, we're going to absolutely eat it. Right? So this is the flow state version. I wonder if we had a... Wait, was this a 6-hour SMT? Because if so, that is crazy. I don't know. Twelve, 15. 15, flow state, retest off of it. Oh man. Yeah, I think I really like the first presented for value gap, the way that we use this big one. I like the way we use the big one, bro. And it's honestly, I wouldn't use a 15-second change in state here because I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes you just kind of have to do what makes sense given the context of the situation. And in this situation, right, this one, let's get rid of that. Why? I hate this like have so many indicators that or templates that I do not use anymore, like this one. But when you look at it like this, it's like, wow, clean, you know? Liquidity sweep. And then, you know, any change in state off of this is all valid. That's the crazy part. Is any single trade change in state off of this would have been valid. And then, oh, look at this. Look at this, dude. Propulsion block out of it. Nah, this is crazy. This is, bro. Look at how all the all the concepts merge together. Oh my gosh. Nah, cause what? OB and then PB. Like, this is just so clean, dude. This makes me just want to do whatever I want. Like, ignore everything. Just kind of be like, okay, well, this looks good. I wanted to enter on the propulsion block. Oh my gosh. Like, you have to admit, this is kind of sweet. And then propulsion block does its thing, you know? I don't even know what to call this, because I wouldn't... Could you just enter on the propulsion block? Like, what? Like, I don't know. Can you just enter on this propulsion block? Was this at the same... At the... Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Honestly, though, you'd probably just target the end of this LRLR. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you can just kind of do whatever you want, as long as it fits in with AMD. Am I crazy for saying that? Or am I just right? Am I just right? Sometimes I feel like you can literally just do whatever you want as long as it fits in with AMD. I don't know. I feel like I'm right. I don't know. This is a very interesting, you know, very interesting looking trade. You know, I'm starting to think you can really just do whatever you want as long as it's AMD. And then let's just say that we measured out this manipulation leg. Like, let's just say we measured this out. Bro. My gosh. Seventh standard deviation, man. Yo. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think you can just do whatever you want as long as it fits in with AMD. I think you can, man. I really do. I think I just got to make an executive decision to say yes, that's the case. Because what? So, I don't know, man. This is not a normal trade of mine, but I guess I'll just call it, what are we looking at? First presented, we're looking at a propulsion block off of the first presented for value gap. So, I guess I'll just call this entry, because this isn't one of my normal entries, I'll just call it a propulsion block entry. So, 1228... 1228. what do I normally call it? Yeah, propulsion block. And then, yeah, just enter the propulsion block on the 1 minute. I don't know. But, I don't know. I like it. Right? Whatever makes sense according to my back testing, I'm going to do. So, I'll be back. Guys, I'm genuinely serious. If there's a propulsion block that fits in with AMD with good signature, I'm just gonna make the executive decision that you can probably just enter at that propulsion block and put your stop loss above the propulsion block, and that's a valid trade. I really do think. Why so many time frames? Because I use every time frame because it's all fractal. The market just, every single time frame is useful. It's all useful. I mean, looking at why would you not have as many time frames as you can? It's all it's not these markets are not one dimensional, All right, man, it's crazy. I feel like we need to look at more examples of this because I swear, just entering on a propulsion block, it's valid. I really do think that. There's some propulsion blocks that just have crazy good signature, and you're just like, oh yeah, I should have just entered right at that propulsion block. And I think it's valid. It's all just AMD, guys. It's all just AMD. So if I see that we have, this is gonna be an interesting one. For instance, overnight, I guess there's not an obvious propulsion block, is there? But there's a 2022 model here that forms, and it's pretty obvious, we have a accumulation, manipulation. I mean, this is textbook, and I wish it was simple. I wish I could catch these live, but I kind of suck. But it's so obvious in hindsight. Look, accumulation, manipulation, it's all just AMD. At this point, guys, I am going to make the executive decision to basically just allow myself to enter however, as long as it's AMD, because from my back testing, these markets are just AMD. So enter however you want to get on side. That's really it. That's honestly kind of what I'm thinking. Accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. And what's this? fair value gap, so I'll consider this 2022. And once again, from my back testing, the 2022 gap does not have to be at equilibrium. You can see we don't even tap equilibrium here. So it's time to get rid of some templates, guys. Let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this, right? We just slowly, I want to get rid of templates because I don't need this many. So accumulation, manipulation, 2022 fair value gap. It's just like when you look at the market like this, it's almost just laughable how simple it can be. Simplicity, honestly, it works wonders. It's all just kind of like AMD, you know. I'm going to get rid of this thing that I posted here because it's overcomplicating it. Yeah, honestly, you can kind of just do whatever you want. As long as it makes sense in AMD. Yeah, I want to see if if this is in the fair value gap partition. Come on, slide up. Slide up. One more. Slide up. Ooh, we gotta turn it down one partition to the 27. And then we gotta go up like 9, 12. Okay, up. Let's go up 13, 14, 15. Maybe just 14. Yeah, that's crazy. That's just nuts, bro. Oh my gosh. Bro. No shot, bro. Oh my gosh. Nah, this is crazy. This is if you guys don't think Goldbach is useful, then I don't know, man. This is wow, that's just crazy. $6.15. 2022 model. 1 minute. Yeah, just a regular 2022 model with the gold block aligned with it at 615. Does the gold buck levels change as new swing highs and lows are established? No, they never change. They're always the same. They're locked in. They're literally, they are set. Like, they can't ever change. They're literally mathematically defined. They do not ever change. What changes is I shift it up and down, and then you want the liquidity sweep to form at the high, the fair value gap to form in the fair value gap zone, and then expansion to the opposite side. That's all. Crazy, guys. Literally one good trade is all it takes, and then yeah, just one good trade is all it takes. Period. End of story. I don't know what even to look at anymore, honestly. Yo, we might have had a Phoenix model off of a Phoenix model. What is this? Rejection block with SMT? Anyway. I don't know, man. There's a million ways to trade these markets. Should we look for more propulsion blocks? I don't know, man. Propulsion blocks just cool. They're just cool. But they need to be obvious is the thing. If a propulsion block is not obvious, then it's kind of useless. I don't know. There's so much to look at every day. I was saying how this... Oh, this was yesterday. Never mind. I don't know. I'm surprised we didn't take midnight there. I don't even know what to look at anymore, guys. But sometimes it's very simple just to go into the market saying, okay, I like this rejection block. I'm going to wait for it to get here, and then let's take a trade off of it. Or something like that, you know? Or just saying, I like this fair value gap. I'm going to wait, for instance, just saying, I like this fair value gap. I'm going to wait for the market to get here. I'm going to take a trade off of it. That kind of thing. That's all you got to do to kind of take a good trade. It's just pick a level you like, wait for it to get there, take a trade off of it, accept the outcome. Honestly, that's kind of a simple way to put it. And this is the trade that I really liked, guys. Oh my gosh, this was just so clean. 5-minute BPR. Oh my gosh, this was beautiful. This might be the best trade of the year. No, I mean not the best trade of the year, but like one of the best trades um, that I have seen. One of the best trades. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what you have to do is just pick a key level you like, wait for the market to get there, and then take a trade off of it. That's obvious. That's really what you got to do. But guys, this genuinely is so obvious, like screaming out. Like I would take this trade every single time. Where would stop to break even be on what? This is probably one of the best trades I've ever seen. I'm being serious. Like, watch this. Change state close. Tell me when you would see this fail. When you see 1, 2, 3 pushes up into a BPR. Very, very obvious accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Stupid is the new. Yeah, man, that's why Dodgy's so successful. Is he just keeps it really simple, and you can keep things simple in a million different ways. So Dodgy's, the way Dodgy does it isn't the only correct way. Like he kind of says that that's the case, but it's not, right? So then you can just target this low. I mean, this is like probably one of the highest probability trades I've ever seen. I mean, genuinely. We push up into the BPR 1, 2, 3 times. So accumulation, manipulation of these equal highs. On this trade, where would I put stop to break even? That's a great question. Probably this low here. If you want to be really aggressive, you could go tighter stop. I wouldn't do that, but if you wanted to, maybe you could. Once again, it's kind of just so much of these markets is up to personal preference. So if you wanted to have a tighter stop, sure, equal highs. And this is why I preach just one trade a day, man, is all you really need. One model, please. Your bank account will thank you. Why do I need one? My one model is AMD, bro. I don't need one model. I'm not doing that. My one model is AMD. That's my model. It's just understanding the market moves in AMD. And like this is going into 10 a.m. too. So clean, man. Just trail your stop here. Just beautiful. And then we have a draw on liquidity here. Yeah, man. What's this? Previous day's low? I don't know, but it's an obvious draw on liquidity. So guys, at the end of the day, if something makes sense with AMD, I'm gonna take it. That's really all trading is AMD, and that's what I'm learning is just gotta trade AMD. That's it. Everything else is noise. AMD, 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 AMD. That's all I care about. Let's see if this was a 369 number. 14, 18. Yo! That's crazy. Look when this happened. 9:54. That's pretty cool. Guys, everyone hating on the 369 stuff, but tell me when you see this momentum candle and it's occurring right at look at this. When you see this huge momentum candle and this momentum candle is 9:54 equals, why did it do that? When this momentum candle is right at 9:54, which is 9 plus 5 plus 4, which is 18, which equals 9. I mean, stop. I mean, you can hate on this all you want, but I'm going to use it as a confluence. I think 9 is the highest probability one. That's crazy. Yeah, I would definitely be using this as additional confluence. Just pay attention. Like, if we get a huge momentum candle and it occurs at a 369 time, I mean, what's the harm in using it as an additional confluence to add conviction? There's none. Especially if it's a 9. For some reason, I think 9 is higher probability than all the other ones. 9:54. Flow state close. 5 minute 30-second. Interesting. Do you have Sharpe ratio? Wait, what is FA going on about? Jake, do you have Sharpe ratio on Tradeovate? Blown. What do you mean blown? Like mind blown? Your mind's blown? And then look at this one. Look at this. I don't know if you know Goldbach, but there's basically hidden dealing ranges in the market. You'll sweep liquidity into the high, break structure. For value gap, if it forms within this specific zone, it's higher probability. So entry right here, down to the end of the dealing range. Pretty cool. Look, go find it. It's important. I know what Sharpe ratio is. But isn't it for investing? Mind blown. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Welcome to the Matrix. Nah, but seriously, guys. I mean, yeah, 2022 model is genuinely insane. Genuinely. It's so simple, and simple really is key. Like, one of the biggest reasons I sometimes struggle is because I don't keep it simple. But it's my personality to not, right? I love diving into the little intricacies. But the thing is, you can still use the intricacies of everything and keep it simple, right? Like, I could take this gold block trade and I could just say, like, this is a very simple trade using something most people would consider overcomplicating it, right? Most people would consider, you're using gold block, you're overcomplicating it. But no, I'm taking a very simple trade, right? Liquidity sweep, a break of structure for value gap, aligned with gold block. That's simple while using a concept that's considered complex. You can stay simple within using these complicated concepts. I don't know, man. I have very strong opinions that disagree with most other people. Because other people are like, you have to do this or that. You have to trade an inversion for value gap. It's like, no, these markets are just AMD, so I can kind of do anything that fits in that context. All right, what do we look at next, guys? I mean, it's like I always never know what to look at next, but then eventually we find something else to look at. Phone's gonna die. Yeah, man. What do we look at next? Yo, I got 2 subs. Dang, let's go. But yeah. Like, obviously there's easy trades. The issue is, are you going to be on the charts when that easy trade happens, and are you going to see it exactly when it happens? And are you going to have everything marked out? That's the hard part. Yeah, the first presenting for value gap, it was nice today. Let's just try and, since we can't really use 15-second change in state here, let's just observe what change in state does make sense. Because once again, sometimes you just have to use common sense. Like in this case, I can't use my normal 15-second change in state off the first presented for value gap because it's just too big of a first presented for value gap. Normally I align it with the 15-second change in state, but we don't have that. I mean, we do, but it's just such a tight stop loss. I don't want to do this one. I don't want to take this one, even though it ends up being like 100 to 1 RR, 15-second off of the 1 minute first present value gap. I'd rather, in this specific situation, take a higher time frame change in state. Your indicator will send you an email when the set. Bro, we just gotta learn to code. Should we do some pinescript coding? I did put in the title that I could maybe consider doing pinescript. Alright, let's start out with trying to build an indicator that will give us the first presented for value gap. That's actually a... Yeah, let's try it. So, the way we're gonna do this is we're going to we're gonna use ChatGPT and hang on. Okay, we're gonna use ChatGPT, and we're gonna basically say, "Yo, ChatGPT, can you basically help us with this code?" So we're gonna tell it in detail what we want. You build me a code in pinescript, and the more specific we can be, the better. I want it to do exactly this. What pinescript version? They changed pinescript to be on the right hand side of the screen. That's new. I kind of like that, actually. So is version 5 outdated, or is what version? Let's just ask ChatGPT to make it. Let's just not overcomplicate it. Let's go to ChatGPT and say, "Yo, can you build?" This is just for practice. Can you build me a code in pinescript? I want it to mark out the first presented fair value gap after market open, which is 9:30 Eastern time for any given day. A fair value gap alright, specifically is defined as the difference between the wick of a candle prior and is where Let's see if it can do it, bro. Let's see if it can do it. Man, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Thought for 1 minute. See if it can do it. Alright, we're going to copy this code and we'll just see. We'll just see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we will try again. So, bring this over. Syntax error at end of line without line continuation. Alright, let's give this error to ChatGPT. But we can learn a lot from having ChatGPT calculate this for us. Like, while it's doing that, let's figure out what this code actually means. So, we're creating a new indicator with this line. The new indicator is called first presented for value gap, 9:30 to 11 Eastern. I don't know what overlay equals true is. I don't know what max box count is, but they're just conditions of the indicator. Then we have the inputs. So what color do you want the bullish for value gap to be? Green. What color do you want the bearish for value gap to be? Red. So this is inputting a color. And then time zone. This is not an input. This is just a variable that got defined. And it's basically a string. And it's a string defined as America/New York. Okay. Then guards is 1 minute. Time frame dot is minutes. So I think if this returns true if, okay, this is cool. If the current time frame is in minutes, it returns true. And time frame multiplier is 1. Oh, so this is checking if like what like if it's like a, if this was a 5, if this was a, if it was a 5 day, it would return 5. If it was a 5 week, it would return 5. If it was a 5 minute, it would return 5. This is cool. This is cool. I'm learning a lot, actually. Okay, let's look at ChatGPT said to us. Alright, got it. Doesn't allow trailing commas in function cells. Here's the corrected version of that block. Alright, let's go put this corrected version of the box. Let's try it. What did it change? Can you give me, here, I'll just say, can you give me the full code? So what did it even change? The error is because pinescript doesn't allow trailing commas in functioning calls, and the way box new arguments are broken across multiple lines caused the parser to choke. Okay. Alright, let's copy this whole thing, and then let's paste it in. Let's see if this does it. Bro, don't say to me you were learning pinescript. That's what I'm doing. What? What's wrong with pinescript, bro? I'm trying to use it to code. The most BS language. Okay, well, I want to learn it so I can code in TradingView. Okay, well, I want to learn it so I can code in TradingView. I don't care if it's BS if I can code it. Okay, well, what other languages are there? This is the only one in TradingView, so I have to use it. It's the only option. It's the only option. Okay, why didn't it work? Mismatch input, end of line without line continuation. So I honestly, guys, I'm gonna make an executive decision to override GPT and just put everything in this one line, and I think this is gonna fix it. And then bring this over here. Alright, let's try it now. Ha! That worked, bro. That worked. How? I'm goated at coding. I am the goated coder. I am the goat of coding. Let's go. Could not find function or function reference. Box.set x underscore. There are a lot of bugs this is. You can load a lot of terminals and code with Java. That works a lot better. Really? Well, I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to start with doing pinescript. I'm going to start with pinescript, and then we'll move on to the advanced stuff later. Yes, all things must be in one row. Oh, yes. So why is ChatGPT being a little annoyance? Or why? Yeah, all things must be in one row. That makes sense. So that's obviously why ChatGPT messed up. But what's wrong with this? Box.set box underscore x2 could not find function or function reference. Box dot. Don't do strategies, only do indicators. Yeah, this is an indicator. It's not a strategy. I'm trying to have it set up the first limit for value gap. Strategies are really well, yeah, I'm not doing strategies. I'm just doing a indicator because I want to code indicators. So this is just a basic one to give me the first presented for value gap. If time is less than t1100, make a box dot set underscore x2. Could not find function or function reference. So this, okay, so a function is something we had to call earlier in the code. So let's see if we have a code, a function that sets this. Actually, let's just give it to ChatGPT and see what it does. Alright. ChatGPT, figure it out, bro. Figure this out. Go. Yeah, it's probably kind of hard, but that's why I'm having ChatGPT do it, because it's smart. In pinescript, the box.set right script is not box.set underscore x2. So, give you the full code. Alright, we just gotta fix this, the one line that it messed up on. This one line is all we need. Alright, back to the screen. Fix it. Yo, I think we got it. No errors. Yo, did we just code? We just code a script? Alright, is it popping up a fair value gap at the first presented spot? Dude, if this works, that's so sick. Oh my, it's not staying in one spot. That's the issue. I can see it. It clearly it does the it creates the fair value gap, but it's not staying in one spot. Okay, let's just go back all the way. Let's go to Wednesday. Like in programming language, you need to tell him what is FVG that low. Yeah, I told him all this stuff about fair value gaps, so yeah, I was very specific with what I wanted for the fair value gap. I think it's only doing the most recent one as the other issue. That's the other issue, is it's only giving me the most recent one. But this is a good start. It's putting the fair value gap on the chart, and that means that it detected it. So now we have to tell it, okay, bro, the fair value gap is not staying. It's not staying where it's supposed to be, right? That's the big issue right now. So we have to, and it's also really hard to see. But let's just tell it, yo, it made the fair value gap, but it's not keeping it where it's supposed to be. Okay, bro, it made the... Here, let's go back to the screen. Whatever. I was trying to finish what I was typing, but I accidentally clicked enter. Fix it. Go, ChatGPT, fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix my code so I can sell it on WAP. I'm just kidding, guys. Unless you guys want to buy it, then maybe. Let's actually, while it's thinking, let's look at the code. Where's the part where it makes the fair value gap? Let's try and understand the logic of it. And actually, why is this only 85% occupancy? Why is it not 100% occupancy? So this is the first issue with ChatGPT, is why did it code it at 85% occupancy? So let's fix this for him, right? We want it to be able to be seen. So now let's refresh this. Whoo, that looks better already. That looks better already. ChatGPT, you suck. Check one of my strategies that I coded with a friend. I'll check it when I'm done with this later. ChatGPT sucks, dude. Why did it make the occupancy 80? Like, what is it doing? ChatGPT, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize, but it's saying the first one for value gap is right there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Check it. I don't know if it works on IQ. Well, I'll check it. I don't know. I wanna lock in on this. So you can see the candles behind it. No, bro, I want it. ChatGPT sucks. I am a better coder than ChatGPT. I fixed its code. Just kidding, guys. ChatGPT is a way better coder than me. But I fixed it, man. I turned the occupancy to 0. So this is a good indicator so far. It's just so let's try and understand the code actually. So this variable detects if the time frame is on the 1 minute chart. So let's put a comment saying detects to see if time frame is 1 minute time frame, right? That makes sense. Okay, ChatGPT's done with its thinking. Got you. What you're seeing is a common floaty box quirk when the y-axis isn't explicit. Let's hard pin the box to the x coordinates and lock its vertical so it never drifts when you drag/zoom. Explicit y lock equals y lock price in box.new. The crap? What does that mean, bro? Compute fixed gaps high/gap low. Immediately set. Bro, just get to the point. Paste this full version 5 script. Alright, we're gonna tell it to add it into this script because this is the one we wanted to add it to. All right. While it's thinking, let's keep looking at the pinescript and see if we can understand it. So, one line at a time. Variable label worn. What is worn? Variable label worn. Worn. It's the same. Just copy paste. It's not the same because I adjusted this to 0 and I had to put all of this on one line. So that's why it's not the same. I already made some changes. So yeah, it's not. Okay. Let's find the differences in this code versus my code. So I'm going to go through this. Added to box new. Alright. So I think that's what it added. So in box.new, FEG box. Alright, I'm trying to find it. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, so it didn't Y lock. Okay, I got it. So we have to copy this little piece of code here. Y lock. So we X lock. It got X locked, but not Y locked. So let's copy this, and let's bring this over. So now this is going to lock the Y axis as well, and then lock the verticals. So that's the other thing we got to do. So lock the verticals. Alright, this should fix it. Okay, I just adjusted it, so I put this piece of code in here, and I put this piece of code in. Oh, we need to define Y lock. That's the only thing we missed. Or maybe it's not. Maybe that's fine to define it in the. Okay, let's just try and see what happens. The box new function does not have a variable named ylock. So yeah, you have to. Oh, I'm learning a lot. So when you make a function, you have to define all the variables in the beginning of it. I didn't know that. Wait. What's wrong with this? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So when you define a function, whoops. When you define a function, you have to put all the variables in it. The only thing is it's still not liking this. Let's see. Does not have an argument with the name ylock. Let's just see what ChatGPT thinks about this. Here. You. Alright, let's see if this works. Let's just try it. Oh, I got excited. Okay, let's screenshot this. Okay, back to the screen. Yo, bro, it's still not locked. Okay, wait, back to the screen, you can see it. So I just asked ChatGPT, why is it not locked? Maybe while it's thinking, let's look at the code. So, let's save this. All right, we officially saved the indicator. Okay, what is this code even doing, guys? What does this code even do? Where does it set the X location? Because it's doing a pretty good job of setting the X location. So, and it's also doing a good job of making the fair value gap. Okay, got you. Two things will nail this down. Alright, let's just see if ChatGPT fixed it. Let's see if this worked. Bro. What on earth? That did not fix it. Okay, back to the old version. All right, let's keep looking at it. So, let's try and understand it. Okay, I'm curious how it detects the X value because it's doing a good job. It's doing a good job of detecting the X value. How does it do that? Okay, first let's figure out where it draws the box. So it draws the box here. Create the shaded box. Okay, this is where it creates the box. Box new. What does box new do? Creates a new box. So where it tells you it asks where do you want to put the left side of the box? Where do you want to put the top of the box? Where do you want to put the right side of the box? And where do you want to put the bottom of the box? Okay, that makes sense. So each of these are going to be where it's supposed to go. So left bar index -1. Bar index, what does that mean? Current bar index. Numbering is based on 0. Right bar. Okay, well let's go see what left bar is. Wait. Left top, right bottom. What does this even do? Sets the bottom coordinate of the box. Sets the top coordinate of the box. Okay, so what's wrong with Y2? Wait, let's try this. What is it? Okay, let's see what ChatGPT fixed. Okay. Nope, that still didn't fix it. Oh no. Oh no, I can't get the old version back. I need to learn from the right code. Oh my gosh. What did it do, bro? Ugh. Great. It was doing better before. Oh, it's because both of these are on the chart at once. Okay, good. Whoa! It's staying in the spot. Yo, okay, wait. We gotta save this code right away. Working. Alright, this is the one that's working. I don't know what happened, bro, but it's working. It is working. That's kind of cool. Okay, I don't know how we did that, but it's working. You can't see my screen. I don't know how, but that's working. That is working. That's pretty cool. Okay. So now let's have it extend out further. Let's have it extend out to... Okay, let's see if we can extend it out on our own. Nope, this is not the one that's working. This one is. Okay, give me the code for this. This is the real working one. Okay, what? I'm so confused. But whenever I make a copy of it, and then I add it to the chart, all of a sudden it looks like that. Check DMs. Alright, I'm checking DMs. Alright, I guess let's just go back to this version where we have this gap. This is weird, don't you think? Like, why is it whenever I... What? What? Indicator FA. Okay, let's see. Define session times. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, so you're basically saying why are we trying to make it from scratch when other versions exist and we can just learn from them? Yeah. What is this? Function timestamps returns Unix timestamp. Hour, minute, second. Okay, let's have this actually go out to 16. Alright. So we gotta change all the version everywhere it says T. Okay, I just made this go out to 16. So all the versions where we have it say T1100, we gotta replace all of these with T1600. Alright, we gotta replace this like this. And then replace this like this. Because I'm changing it. Because I want it to go to 1600. Okay. So now we want it to show up on multiple days. So you did alert. Oh wait. Oh, there's a full version. Oh, I didn't see that you sent. I thought it was a. Oh, you sent the full version. Oh, this is cool. I don't know, but this is working now. So I want it to show up on every single day. So all right. Let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT's working on it. I'm gonna go back to the other screen. Why is it that, like, if I try and add this to the chart, well now, oh, ChatGPT's done. Okay, let's see. I'm nervous. Oh. So not seeing this first percent for value gap at all. Oh my gosh, coding is hard. Not seeing the first percent for value gap at all. Let's go back to the old version. Alright, I'll try your version. I'm going to try your version, FA. Alright, I'm going to try your version. It says 25 lines left. Alright, let's just, we're just going to try FA's version because, you know, FA knows what he's doing. So I'm going to copy it. Okay, let's completely paste this in. Yeah, I just put it in. What the? Why is there two price scales, though? What even happened? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I downloaded the text file. Delete this one. Alright, there we go. Dude, your version is... Holy... Your version is clean. Your version... Your version's clean. How did you do that? Nah, because genuinely, what? Why are you so goated? Why are you so goated, FA? Oh my gosh. But now I want to make the text white because I don't like the color. Because I can't see it. FA, what? How did you do this, man? This is crazy. You had an FVG indicator. Alright, bro. I'm gonna study this like it's like the ICT 2022 mentorship, bro. This is gonna be my new guide to coding in pinescript right here. This is where I learn everything that I need to know. But I want to switch the text to white. Nice, dude. You're so much smarter than me. I don't know how you do it. Okay, so I want to switch the color to white. So bang, color is now white. Cool. Okay. Text color. Everywhere that it says text color, I'm switching it to white. New York opening price. That's not text. Let's just refresh it and see what color it made the text. Hey, there we go. Okay, now we gotta find the first one for value gap text. Okay, let's see. First presented for value gap. Okay. Once I change all the text to white, I'm gonna try and understand this code. Box color. Make box. Ah, hello there. You need to be white. Update. I found another one. Okay, one final one to find. This is like a Easter egg hunt. Like, I'm looking around for the secret hidden things in the code. I gotta find the white. How do I make... Oh, man, okay, we gotta find the last one. Yeah, it's like in Lego Star Wars when you're looking for the mini packs. It's kind of what I'm yeah, I'm looking around for these things. Okay. Dude, I'm loving this indicator so far, though. So, once we get this last thing done, I'm going to save this indicator. And I'm going to learn from it. There we go. There's the last one. We found him. Alright. So, now they should all be white. So, next thing I want to do is I want to copy this. Make a copy. 1P FVG code. That's what I'm going to call it. Save. Alright, so this is awesome. Here we go. We got the code. So, I want the code to look like what I use. I want it to look. I want it to be my color. I think there is the same kind of the same indicator, just because GPT is not really inventing something, so someone else posted it. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I want GPT to. I want it to say this RTH gap, and I want it to have these colors. So, okay, let's go to RTH. Okay, actually first, let's try and understand the code. No, let's start with the RTH gap. So that's the first presented for value gap. Um, let's see. All right, let's go tell ChatGPT. Let's make a new chat with it, and let's tell ChatGPT. All right. All right. So I just gave it to him. So I want next thing I want to do is I want to make it the same as my colors for it. I want it to look like this. Is this really the first fair value gap? Oh yeah, this was. Wait, what even is this box not the RTH gap? Because I don't even think it is. What is this box? I don't think this is the RTH gap. Okay. Oh man, I might be done. I might just be done with this, guys. I'm getting kind of sick of this. But I'm glad we got a working code for this. GPT added it. Maybe something smart. Okay, what I'm thinking is I think this is a good stopping point because I'm getting kind of tired. It's kind of cool though. We got it. We got it set up, right? The first ever eye gap officially now shows up on the chart. I like it. I like it. Thank you, FA. Appreciate you. You saved me. I don't know what this box is though, but ideally, I want the RTH gap to show up, and I want the first presented for value gap, and I want it to have my colors. Actually, I want it to be, if it's red, I want it to show up red. It's like I want it to look like this. This is my end goal for what I want for this indicator. Is I want it to have the colors of this. if it's bearish. And then I want it to have the colors of green if it's bullish. That's the end goal. Yeah, and then next we're going to add the Phoenix model to it. Right? So save template as 1. So far, actually, you know what? Maybe let's just keep going. I have no reason to not keep going. Let's just keep going. I want it to start to look like this. Okay, let's keep going, actually. I changed my mind. I want to figure this out. I have nothing else to do. I don't want to... I want to just keep going. So what is this box, anyway? Actually, let's just try and understand the code. Let's start there. So, alright. It's telling all the... It's asking for all the inputs. So, inputting the session. So, like, the time of the session. Inputting the bullish color, the bearish color, the max number of days, opening time, and then the other thing is I want... Ooh, I think it'd be cool that I make the indicator also include the true open. Ooh, you know what? I want it to include the true session open and the true day open. Yeah, okay, that would be cool. Not till later, though. Not till later. Okay. Where does it draw this box? Okay, this one draws the opening price. So white box is a session time. The code's kind of broken with timing. Yeah, but it's good enough because it's clearly working, kind of. Session time. It'll be different. Well, I want to fix it so it includes the RTH gap. Okay, let's understand how this first presented for value gap gets made. First presented for value gap box creation. Make a box. So this is a function. And this function says... wait, we gotta actually figure out where we defined this. Make box. Oh, this is where we defined it. Oh, no. Box new. So this function, make box... basically just puts make box and puts it into box new. So it's basically the same, but it just changes it a little bit. So what is box new? It creates a new box. It starts with the left side, the top, the right, and the bottom of the box. Then it also gives you the border color. Oh, this is exactly what we wanted. Oh, perfect. This is exactly... Okay, we can already start to fix this. It's already red if bearish and green if bullish. Okay, this is where we can fix this. So border color or COL. Nope, that's not what I want. COL. Wow, it's in here 43 times. Where does it first get? Where does COL first get defined, guys? I think it gets defined here. Box color. Why? I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of confusing. Let's just get rid of this. So this is how the text gets formed. Text equals first presented for value gap, first FVG plus day of the week text. What does this mean? It basically gives you the day of the week in text. Oh, because it's a function we defined. Oh. Interesting. Let's keep going. Right, so this is a function. It basically results. It figures out what day of the week it is, and then. Wow, this is smart. Whoever made this is smart. Gives us day of the week, or it figures out. Okay. So this question mark, if it comes before this question mark, anything that comes before this question mark, is if. So basically, if the day of the week is Monday, then it's going to result, this function is going to give us output Monday. If the day of the week is Tuesday, because anything before the question mark is if, then it's going to output Tuesday. If the day of the week is Wednesday, and the function basically is input and an output. So, it's determining what day of the week is it. Okay, output this exact code. See, col is for color. Because of col, we bullish FVG is green, bearish. Yeah, but where did it get defined? Because I don't know where it got defined anyways. Color new. What does color new do? Function color applies the specified transparency to the color. Returns a color with a specific transparency. But where did we... Oh, wait. It's going to be in box color up. Okay, I'm starting to figure it out. Box color up, this is where it gets the color from, and then box color down. Let's look around for box color up and down. Okay, so this is where box color gets figured out. Is box color is gonna be based off of if it's FVG up, box color up. If it's FVG down, box color down. Okay, so I want it to be this color. It is a parameter, not a variable. That's why it doesn't need to be defined. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so basically, so we don't even need to change the code to get this color to show up correctly. We just gotta put in the color that we want. So, for instance, for green, so for the green color, I want this green. Here, let's get rid of this. So for green, I want this green. So I'm gonna go in here, box color up, this green. And then for bearish for value gap, I want bearish for value gap, I want this color. So what color is this? Red. So I want this to be red. Like that red. Okay, so now now I'm gonna put that as the default setting. So let's go back into the indicator and make it the default setting. Same as box color. It's very interesting. Oh, what the? It disappeared. Oh my gosh. I accidentally clicked delete. Okay, let's make the default color. Oh my gosh. What's the default? What's this color? Okay, let's go put this in as the default. So it's gonna be F7525F. Oh man, I'm never gonna find this color. Why won't it let me? Oh, F7 525F. Oh my gosh. guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's work on the border. Getting the border to be a different color. So I want the border to be dark. Border. Like, what is this color anyway? 0. It's literally the darkest it can be. So let's see where this gets defined in the code. First presented for value gap gets created right here. Border color.
Hi, we're leaving for Fuji's right now.
Right now?
One car's leaving right now, and another car's leaving in like 5-10 minutes.
What do you want me to come with?
Doesn't matter.
5-10 minutes? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I have to go in 5-10 minutes. Box color. My mind is mush right now, guys. Let's just keep staring at this till it makes sense. COL 70. COL 70. COL. Where did COL even come from? Like, I don't get that part. Where did COL even come from? COL. It's literally, yeah, COL is a parameter, so it doesn't need to be defined. But then how does the color get to be defined? That's the thing, because it's making a new box with this color. Border color, and I want to be able to choose the color. Oh, yeah, that's smart, bro. That's smart. Okay. So how do I, here, let's ask, how do I get, how do I set the border color to a color I want? In pinescript, the border color argument of box new accepts any valid color value. You don't have to use color.new unless you want to apply transparency. Right now, you've got border underscore color equals color.new COL, comma, 70. So what does that mean? That means you're using the same color as COL, but Apply 70 transparency out of 100. Okay, but what's COL? Okay, wait. If you want the border to always be a specific color, say pure red, just say directly. Border color equals color.red. Ooh, let's just do color.black. Let's just tell it color.black. Border color equals color.black. Let's just see if this fixes it. Oh, let's see. What? What the? What did it do, bro? That's not black. This ain't black. This is not black, bro. This is like not black. That's gray. This is gray, guys. This is not black. This is not black. This is gray. Bro. Oh my gosh. Maybe if we get rid of this. We don't need that. BG color equals coal. Oh! Now that makes sense. Oh, BG color equals coal. Oh, so whatever BG color was defined as is going to be equal to coal. Come on, rewind to the code. Oh my gosh. Version history. Let's go back one. I honestly don't even know why it's not letting me go back. Well, I sent ChatGPT the code, so let's just copy it and let's repaste it. Uh-oh. Now I really don't know where I got everything. Okay. It changed either. It would be better to.
Hey Jacob,
Yo.
are you coming?
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's just go back a version. Oh my. What did I do? No. Oh. Okay, I will come back to this. I'm not done. Me versus the code. I will win. I'm gonna come back later, and I will code this. Let's save it, and then I have to go. No, I do not want to save it. Alright, this is the version I want to save. Okay. Alright, let's just save it. Let's save it and be done. Yeah. Code V1. So this is V1. Alright. Add to chart. Make sure it's working. Okay. Alright. We got a working version. Alright. Let's... I gotta go, guys. But I'm gonna keep working on this over time. Alright, I'm coming. Alright, peace.